of having played in front of such a big crowd, that they still have that feeling in front of them. You can almost hear the roar of the fans right here as you sit in the building today, even though there's no one here. And so I think they're going to go out and they're still psyched, and I think hopefully we'll skate well.
Murphy, he's going to be out for a while, broken shoulder and collarbone, a tough loss for the team.
Yeah, especially in the kind of a game we were playing. He's got the kind of a shot that could beat a good goaltender. You know, had he had some of the opportunities, maybe we'd have scored a goal or two last night. We'll miss him, there's no question, but we're a team. One person doesn't make Massena Red Raiders. I look for someone else to step in and maybe do some scoring now. Really, what we hear from Scott is the fact that it may only be 2 or 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. You know, it's got to be kind of a hairline fracture, and he's young, and hopefully he'll be back when we need him.
Well, I know he hated to leave last night.
Yeah, you always do. It's one of those things. It's nagging. It's a pain in the neck. It's not that painful, but, you know, you're immobilized. I know he did it on the first shift. He said he went headlong into the boards. His neck was turned to one side. He got up. He went out for the second shift, and he just couldn't do anything.
Okay, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Conversation with Massena Red Raider head coach Stan Moore. And that's it for High School Hockey Report, brought to you this afternoon by Carbonos Jewelry Store, Main Street, downtown Massena. Stand by for high school hockey.
Number 2, Tim Thompson. On defense, number 4, Ron Novak. Forwards, number 20, Pat Tracy. Number 11, Scott McCracken. And number 22, Jason Lamar. Massena coach by Stan Moore and assistant coach Jim Ball.
Okay, coming down in 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everyone. Duper in the Hardhaven Shopping Center and by Hahn Welding Supply on Route 56 near the intersection of Route 37. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the friendly confines of the Massena Arena for this afternoon's game between the Red Raiders and the Redskins of Saranac Lake. Jerry Manor here alongside me again, Dave McLennan, and it's going to be tough, Dave, after last night. What do you do?
I don't know if I've recovered from that sterling display of hockey last night by both Massena and Salmon River. That was old-time hockey. Quite a game.
It sure was. We're underway here. The Saranac Lake team a little bit undermanned as they only have 4 defensemen and 2 2/3 lines. But they have the puck in the Massena zone. The Raiders trying to clear now as it comes around the boards. Levac throws a check. The puck bouncing in as he and Bruce Higginbotham fight for it. Levac comes away with the puck. Brian had a pretty good game last night, as did the entire Massena defense against Salmon River. Puck comes out, neutral ice now. Back to pick it up is the McLaughlin, the Saranac Lake defender. He gets it back out to neutral ice. Higginbotham pokes it away, takes it across in the zone, and the shot right on. And we've got a new goaltender as Dougie Cullen in there playing goal. Give Big Bruce a rest. He deserves one after his outing last night. So we've got Cullen in goal. Here's Pat Tracy. A shot from center ice as Massena makes a line change. It's Will Howard playing the nets for Saranac Lake. Off the face-off, the puck comes out to center ice. Schneider, long headman pass for Tommy Moore as we've got the Jake Morris line out there. And Tommy dumps it in the corner. Jeff Bigelow after it, feeds it to Moore. The quick wraparound shot is just wide. Back to the point. Adams flips in the corner. Intercepted. The puck comes free, and it's picked up there by Tommy Ward, who flips it out to center ice, and the puck goes all the way into the Massena zone. Cullen stops it, now flips it around the boards. It comes to Moore. Moore trying to clear the zone, doesn't get it out, kept in at the point. Here's a shot, doesn't get through as Brett Schneider blocks it in the slot, feeds it ahead to Morris, and Jake breaks it. 3-on-2. Jake across to Bigelow, offsides. And we'll have a face-off just outside the zone. Incidentally, Bobby Lozon and Lenny Landrio are the 2 officials.
You're going to see the Redskins come out today and go right at Massena. I don't think they're going to sit back. They feel that they can't play a cautious game against Massena after watching Coach Mark Gilligan was watching them last night. They're going to use that 1-2-3-4 checking system. First man on the puck, and the second guy will go right to the net, and the third guy will play high up along the blue line. But they're going to come right at Messena.
Off the face, Adams flips it. Saranac Lake territory. Howard stops it, leaves it for Rob Shaw. Shaw flips it around to Higginbotham. Higginbotham's headman pass knocked down, but he manages to get it out to center ice. Bigelow backhands it right back in the zone. Back there is Shaw again as Massena makes a line change. Now the puck, Higginbotham, he flips it ahead. Out to center ice it goes for Collier. He just moves it in the Massena zone, controlled there by the Redskins. The puck comes to Adams off a bad pass. He flips it over to Schneider. Schneider, headman of Fauché. Joey, shot from the blue line. Well, he just kind of cleared it in the corner. Follows it, takes it. He's taken into the boards by Shaw. The puck comes free, bounces to Whitcup in the slot. Trying to poke it through. He gets knocked down. Puck comes right back to him, though. Here's Whitcup. Can't keep it in. Comes out to Thompson at center ice. Over to Davis. Davis flips it in the zone. It slowly slides in, but McLaughlin grabs it before it gets to the net. McLaughlin bounce pass. Here's Thompson's shot. Knocked down in front, and Davis picks up the rebound and shoots it in the net. And I'll tell you what, Eddie Davis, Johnny on the spot there. As the shot came from Timmy Thompson, Davis got a stick on it, deflected it, went against a Saranac Lake Redskin defenseman, came right back on Davis's stick, and Howard was out of the play, and he just poked it in the net, and it's 1-0 Massena.
What happened on that? It was a giveaway in the Saranac end, and what they're doing to combat Massena pinching their defenseman, Saranac, the strong side wing and the center, are switching in that end, and that time when they switched, neither one of them picked up the puck, and it was a giveaway.
Puck comes back out to center ice. We've got the Tracy line out there now against the Gilligan line. Ty Gilligan, Bruce Higginbotham, and Corey Bishop. And here, no, that's Bennett. Excuse me. Bennett feeds it through. Here's the Higginbotham shot. Cullen makes the save. Puck bounces right in the slot, but it's controlled by Massena. Here's Labarge. Hits his center man. Gets it back again. Jason streaks by the defense. Right in front, and McCracken just missed the pass. Nice idea. Back come the Redskins the other way. It's Eric Bennett. Bennett takes it across on the off wing, trying to slide it through. Taken out of the play nicely by Timmy Thompson. Now Tracy feeds it ahead for Thompson. Thompson starts it out. Thompson moves it ahead, trying to feed it ahead, but it's going to be an icing call as McCracken couldn't catch up with it. And so the whistle will blow and the face-off will move back into Massena territory. So on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, it's 1-0 for the Massena Raiders, and it's Davis picking up the goal from Timmy Thompson. Also, Bobby Whitcup picking up an assist.
Number 25 for the Redskins out there. He's big freshman, Ty Gilligan. That's the coach's son. And also with a local flavor, number 12 that plays defense for the Redskins, Scott Nicholas, is the grandson of Coach Mike Nicholas from here in Massena.
Is that so? Okay. Off the faceoff, puck in the Massena zone. Tommy Moore picking it up, draws a crowd, can't clear the zone. The puck bounces free right in the slot, but right there to pick it up is Adams. Adams flips it ahead for Bigelow. Jeffrey cuts across the grain, takes it across. May have escaped an offside there, but it's in behind the net. Jake Morris after it, has it poked away, picked up by Ward. Ward moves it ahead, doesn't get it out. Here comes Bigelow. Bigelow to Moore. Moore gets a shot off, gets knocked down. Puck comes in the corner. Bigelow to Moore right in front. He fired it just wide. Nice pass by Jeff Bigelow. Puck comes free. They jam Bigelow after it in the corner. Comes back to the point, kept in there. Levac feeds it through Bigelow. Bigelow, Morris. Morris backhand pass meant for Moore. Goes behind him. Puck comes back, but not out. Now the Redskins can't clear it still as Adams keeps it in nicely. Flips it through, trying to feed it. It comes to Moore. Moore flips it in the corner as Massena's going to make a line change. Robbie Shaw picking up the puck behind the net. Shaw now trying to hit his winger. That's Tommy Ward. Ward gets it out to center ice. It comes to Levac at the Massena blue line. To Adams. Bounce pass into the Saranac Lake zone. Picked up by Shaw. Here comes Shaw now. He's going to take it himself. Just flips it in the corner. Massena end. Adams after it. He and Higginbotham jam for it. The puck bouncing free to the side of the net. And it's tied up in the mesh. And we'll have a face-off.
I look out there at number 25, and he's only a freshman, Ty Gilligan, but I can remember going to his mom and dad's wedding many years ago, and Mark is one of those 4Ds like Stanley. He's a 4-decade coach. He coached in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and now the 90s. It's I think this is his 21st year.
Wow. Off the face-off, Higginbotham with it in the corner. Davis takes it away and starts out. Nice headman pass to Whitcup. Whitcup can't quite catch it, though, as he couldn't quite control it. Now Higginbotham and Levac jam. The puck bounces into the corner, and it comes to Adams. Michael with the puck now behind his own net. Waits, feeds it ahead to Davis, goes by him, kicks into the slot, but it's picked up by Fauché. Joey, headman pass on Davis' stick. He slides it ahead for Whitcup, intercepted. Bouncing pass, Fauché gets a piece of it. Moves it to Whitcup, who backhands it, or that's Davis rather, who backhands it in the Saranac Lake zone. Scott Nicholas, Mike's grandson, after it, feeding it along the boards to Higginbotham. He and Whitcup jam, and Higginbotham comes away with it. A little bit of a size advantage there for him. Bounces to the Massena line. Adams picks it up, feeds it to Davis, goes by him. Fauché comes after it. He can't control it. Levac trying to feed it ahead, but coming up with it there is Tommy Ward. He flips it in the Massena zone. Mike Adams. Adams trying to go ahead to Fauché too far. That'll be an icing call against Massena. And with 9:09 left to play in the first period on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, it's 1-0. Obviously not the intensity we saw last night.
No, and getting back to that first goal by Massena, two things happened there. One, the Redskins didn't want to be scored on early, when you're up against a heavily favored team. But again, their little ploy to cross the center and cross the strong side wing, wherever it may be, to free him up, to prevent that defenseman from pinching down, backfired on him. The puck came around, and neither one of them picked it up, and the Raiders just capitalized on it.
Here comes McCracken blocking a shot, picking up the puck, goes right by the defenseman, breaks in, feeds it across, right in front, shot. Nice save as Pat Tracy got a good shot off. Howard made the big save. In fact, the red light came on. Okay, here's the puck in the corner. Goes in behind the net. Tracy picks it up. Pat's not going to have much better chance than that anytime, I'll tell you. Right side of that, Jason Labarge slides it right in front, and Howard comes out to grab it. And after making a big save, he covers up right there to force the face-off. Nice work. Actually, the play started back in the Massena zone when Scott McCracken blocked a shot. Then he came down the right wing side, right along the boards, beat the defenseman cleanly, broke in. The other defenseman had to come over to pick him up. He slid it right across, right on Pat Tracy's stick. And Tracy either couldn't pull the trigger fast enough or Howard just made a great save, one or the other. Face off right side. Saranac Lake zone, back to the point. Thompson flips it into the corner. Whistles around behind the net for Labarge. Trying to center it, hits the side of the net. McCracken has it poked away. In the corner, they jam at it, slides to the point. Thompson again, keeps it in. Nice play. Puck bounces free in the slot, but McCracken can't find the handle, and the Redskins clear it out of there. Nice moves by Higginbotham as he takes it into the Massena zone. Puck poked away. Here's a shot. Way back in the corner, goes in behind the net. Now bouncing out. Back in again off a Saranac Lake stick as Brett Schneider comes up with it, gives it. Here's a shot knocked down in front. Tracy whacks at it. Around the boards it goes to McCracken. He just shovels it ahead, doesn't get it out. Higginbotham's shot knocked down by Tracy. Here comes Schneider. Ahead it goes to center ice. McCracken. Here comes Labarge on a feed. The big drive and the save by Howard on kind of a knuckler. And the puck comes back to center ice. Jake Morris across the boards, comes up with a puck, drops it back to Timmy Thompson. Thompson shot from center ice, goes wide into the corner. After Tommy Moore, he overskates. Puck comes free, picked up by Tommy Ward for Saranac Lake. Ward just flips it from the red line. Back into Massena territory, goes through Cullen's legs, in behind the net as he went to stop it. The puck bouncing free. Jake Morris picks it up, says, here you go. Feeds it ahead. Bigelow. Bigelow cuts across the grain, takes it in, left side, offsides will be the call.
Opening minutes here, Jerry. A little over 7:24 left in the period, and both clubs are really skating out there. The Redskins taking a right to Massena with their forechecking and relying on quick line changes to try to counteract the Massena depth. As you mentioned, the Redskins only have 8 forwards out there dressed today because of injuries and sickness, so they're frequent changes. But both clubs really skating well here.
7:24 left in the first period, and on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, it's 1-0 Massena. Big Bob celebrating a birthday today.
That's what someone said. I think it is 44th
like
birthday, something like
Something like that. Young guy.
Yeah.
Just a young guy. You believe that, folks? Off the face-off, puck goes back in Saranac Lake territory. McLaughlin with it, flips it around the boards. Doesn't get it out of there. Tommy Post. He must have heard us talking about his dad. Pinches in, gets it poked away, though. And the puck comes free to Robbie Shaw. Shaw feeds it ahead. Whitcup gets a stick on it. Now Fauché throws a check. Whitcup feeds it to Fauché. And oh, nice move, but he lost the puck. Comes to Whitcup. Poke check into Fauché, in behind the net. Fauché can't come up with it. Robbie Shaw flips it around the boards, trying to move it up to Eric Bennett. He takes it ahead. Bennett now feeding Tommy Ward. Ward just flips it in the Massena zone. Got checked for his trouble. Tommy Post trying to center it. It comes in front of the net. Woo! But the puck comes free, and Tommy picks it up again. Ooh, takes it right across in front of the net. Feeds headman to Whitcup. Whitcup goes to Davis. Eddie takes it across, fires it, knocked down by a defenseman. That's Mark Miller. Miller has it poked away by Whitcup. Whitcup picks up the loose puck, looking for somebody to pass to. Fauché can't quite come up with it, and it comes to Corey Bishop. Bishop feeds it ahead as Fauché completes the check. Collier takes it in the Massena zone, and Schneider takes it away from him. Here's Brett now, flipping it around the boards. Nobody there for Massena. The Redskins get a shot right on. Cullen gets the stick save. Back to the point. Here's another shot. Here's another save by Cullen. A couple of good saves there. Puck goes in the corner, bouncing along the boards. Comes back to the point. Here's another shot deflected right on. Cullen again with a stick. Feeds it into the corner. Now Labarge drops it back to Schneider. Schneider flips it around the boards for Levac. Levac picking it off the board, moving it ahead, gets it out to center ice. Mark Miller intercepts the pass, feeds it over on the other side. Puck stolen, Tracy, across the blue line, the big drive, fired it wide. Back to the point, Schneider pinches in, keeps it in, puck to Labarge to Tracy, goes in behind the net. Pat with it now trying to center it. It's intercepted there by Nicholas. Oh, Nicholas got railed by McCracken. Big check. McCracken picks up the puck, centers it to Labarge. His shot. Save made. Oh, big save by Will Howard. Whoa. And we've seen some action right there.
Great job by Will Howard on Jason Labarge. Jason Labarge fought off. He had a guy draped all over him, a defenseman draped all over him. He's got to be a strong kid because he fought him off and was able to control the puck and get off a real good shot, but Will Howard was equal to the task. You mentioned about a solid check. Scotty McCracken really railed number 12, Scott Nicholas, behind the Saranac bench.
Off the faceoff, puck picked up by Moore, feeds Bigelow. Bigelow gets tied up behind the net. Tommy comes in to help out. Puck squirts free. Bigelow still going after it. They jam for it. Finally, it's poked around the boards, comes to Schneider. Schneider's drive goes off a leg in behind the net. Back there is Kirk McLaughlin, flipping it around the boards for Higginbotham. And Levac steps into it, feeds it right in front. Bigelow, Morris shot, score. What a nice pass play by Massena.
Beautiful pass play. Brian Levac did a good job holding the puck in at the point. The Higginbotham was trying to come out of the zone, kind of lost it. Brian stayed on the line, stripped him of the puck, fed Jake Morris, fed
Jeff Bigelow.
And Jeff, little feathered backhand pass, drew the defenseman to him, put it over to Jake Morris, and Jake was in one-on-one with the goaltender, and Will Howard had no chance, but Jake, a little backhander, gave him one of those left-right moves, and in the empty net. 2-0 Massena. That was Jake's 11th goal of the year, Jerry.
Okay, off the face-off, here comes Davis. Steps by the defenseman, picks it up in the corner. Looking to drop pass, nobody there. Puck bounces into the high circle, and it's back out to center ice. Right there is Thompson to break up the play. Puck goes along the boards to Fauché. Fauché feeds Whitcup. He tries to split the D, but he gets taken out of the play. Howard flips it right to the blue line. Whitcup is there. Feeding it in for Fauché. Goes by him. Mark Miller and Fauché. Fauché rubs him into the boards. Puck squirts free. Bouncing around. They jam for it. Whitcup trying to now Davis, and they couldn't come up with it. And the Redskins break it out to center ice. Here's a shot from the blue line. Cullen lets it go by in behind, and Timmy Thompson picks it up as the Redskins change. To Davis. Davis looking for Whitcup. Here comes Whitcup back to Davis across the blue line and gets a quick shot off, and Howard makes the save. Davis almost had number 2 there. Now the puck back out to the blue line. Tracy looks to throw a check. It slides by him. Thompson again picks it up. Long headman bounce pass goes to the blue line. Tracy whacks at it, but it goes up into the Saranac Lake bench. 3:46 remaining to go here in period number 1. And on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, it's 2-0 for the Massena Red Raiders. Broadcast brought to you by Hahn Welding Supply, located on Route 56, near the intersection of Route 37. Hahn Welding Supply, now open. Stop in and see them. Also by Jim Sullivan at the gang at the Massena Super Duper, right across the parking lot here in the Hart Haven Shopping Center. Back to action. Brett Schneider, headman right on the stick of Tracy. Makes the move, gets knocked down. The puck comes free, picked up by McLaughlin. Flips around the boards. Tommy Post is there, but he can't keep it in. Comes back to Brett Schneider, Massena blue line. Headman of Post, leaves for McCracken, and it goes up into the stands on the other side.
Big number 15, Bruce Higginbotham. I'll get it out. Yeah, kind of tongue-tied. Quite a football player, and he's normally a center. They got him over playing on the right wing today to try to combat that the pinching defenseman that Massena employs. But Massena's taken advantage of the young Saranac Lake defenseman. They got a couple of freshmen out there, and they're really exploiting them inside with that aggressive forechecking. When they get it inside, they've tied them up pretty good.
Pat Tracy's line out there. Jason Labarge has stepped up to take the place of Scott Murphy. Murphy, who had a fracture of the shoulder and the clavicle, which is a collarbone, but not real serious. He's expected back in about 3 weeks, Dave.
It's going to be a big loss.
Here's the face-off. McCracken brings it right in front. Labarge, he fired it wide. Good chance. Actually, the pass came from Tracy with McCracken. McCracken running interference. What happened right there was the defenseman, Scott Nicholas, had lost his stick, so he grabbed the puck in his hand, shoveled it ahead. He's going to be called for delay of game, I'll bet.
Delay of the game, he is, yeah. I thought he was just going to call him for a hand pass, but he's going to give him a delay of the game.
Well, he actually picked it up in his hand and threw it ahead, and that is technically a delay of game, and they call him for it. He made it too obvious, Dave, is what happened.
Well, again, I have to say it was a debatable call, but young Mr. Nicholas, he didn't want to leave the puck alone there for the Massena player, so he did the right thing, even though he lost his stick and it cost his team a penalty, but I still think he did the right thing.
So Massena on the power play, Morris out there along with Fauché and Bigelow. Off the face-off, the puck comes back. Adams at the point pinches in, and he jams, and it goes up into the stands. As Mark Miller and Mike Adams went together. 2-0, Massena leads here. We're in the first period with 3:02 left, 1:24 in the power play. Out there to take the face-off, Bennett. Bennett out there with Tom Ward to try to kill it off. Miller and Shaw. Off the face, Jake Morris steps by the defenseman, brings it right in front, fired it right across the goal mouth. Good chance there. Now Bigelow trying to come up with it. He feeds to Morris. Morris in the corner, looks to set. Goes to Bigelow at the 45. Back to Schneider. Schneider back to Bigelow. Bounces by him. Kind of a funny bounce. Morris after it. He can't come up with it. And is picked up by the Redskins. They flip it out to center ice. Blocked there by Schneider. Feeds it ahead for Jake. Jake now right across the blue line. Left side. Jake Morris trying to drop pass. Taken away. Bouncing around Fauché. Nice play. Feeds it in the corner. Now it's flipped around by Morris to Bigelow. Jeffrey with it. Gets ridden into the boards, the puck squirts free, and the Redskins dump it down the ice. Cullen stops it, feeds it ahead for Schneider. Schneider, Adams, back to Schneider. As they checkerboard it up the ice, comes to McCracken, goes by him, and they're going to call an icing on Massena.
If anybody, and we mentioned, Jerry, if the intensity level of Massena would drop after last night's game. Well, they've answered that question. It hasn't. They're really hustling out there, moving the puck. Again, playing as a team, has a unit, and they're looking sharp. Dougie Cullen, I know, has got to be quite excited. His first start of the year, and he's going to be a fine goaltender.
Only his second period of the year. He played one period against OFA over in the tournament. He would have started a couple of games, but he got hurt in practice, and now he's getting a chance, and so far playing very well. Here's the puck dumped into the Massena zone. Takes kind of a funny bounce. Cullen stops it. Leaves it for Levac, who flips it around the boards for Jason Labarge. Labarge, headman, goes by McCracken, comes back in the zone. Levac with it, feeds it to head to McCracken. McCracken goes to Tracy. Tracy takes it in, has it poke checked away, and the puck bounced down the ice. Good penalty killing. Very aggressive penalty killing by Saranac Lake. And that's going to take care of the penalty right there as Nicholas comes back out on the ice and everybody back to full strength. Here's Labarge. Nice pass ahead to Tracy. Breaks it in. The shot. Good save by Howard. Puck around the boards. McCracken back to the point. It went off the official. Kept in nicely, though. I guess it wasn't kept in.
I thought it was. From our vantage spot, we had a pretty good look at it. But I don't know if that was Bobby Landreau. Oh, Lenny Landreau made the call. Lenny said it was outside.
What happened was the pass came back to Levac, but it went off Lozon, the official on that side, and Brian had to come over and quickly keep it from going out. He flipped it over to Timmy Thompson. It looked like Thompson had kept it in, but they called the offside, so face-off outside. Jake Morris is lined back out there. Tommy Moore drops it back now off the face-off. Mike Adams, who flips it in the corner. In the Saranac Lake territory, in behind the net. Howard pokes it into the corner. They jam for it, and breaking out is Bennett. Here comes Bennett down the ice for the Redskins. Adams, perfect textbook defense right there, takes him out of the play. Didn't go after the puck at all, just took him out because he knew Brett Schneider was back there to pick up the puck. He feeds it to Bigelow. Bigelow headman pass, goes by Moore, and it's back to the Massena blue line. They circle around, poke checked away by Schneider. Bouncing puck, bounces in front of the boards. They jam for it. Jake Morris whacks at it. Bigelow whacks at it, or Tommy Moore rather. It comes to Adams. Slides it over to Schneider. Schneider headman, Bigelow. Bigelow just dumps it in the corner and looks to get off the ice as Massena will make a change here. Now the Redskins break out of their own end unmolested for a moment. Now Fauché goes after it, almost got it. The puck slides to the Massena line. Schneider is there. Bounce pass goes to Davis. Eddie trying to bounce past it. It's intercepted back out to center ice. Schneider poked away from him. It comes back to the big guy, Ty Gilligan, who flips it in the Massena zone. Adams right on the stick of Fauché. Fauché gets knocked down. Adams throws a check. The bouncing puck comes free. Picked up by the Redskins' Corey Bishop. Bishop takes it along the blue line as the period ends. And those last 2 minutes went rather quickly, David. So it's 2-0 after one period.
Good period for Massena. You know, they were hustling out there. They made good adjustments. They lost Scotty Murphy, but Jason Labarge has stepped up, and as he did last night, and doing an excellent job filling in on that first unit. Massena hasn't let down. They're really skating out there. They're taking the play to Saranac, and they got off in a hurry. The first goal was scored at the 2:37 mark.
So you have to be in contact with the bench area before your replacement can go out. That's new this year. Used to be a little bit of a leeway there. They don't let them have any leeway anymore. And, you know, I think Bobby Whitcup was the guilty party. He just kind of got caught being a little too enthusiastic.
Yeah, he was. There's no question. It was a penalty. It's in the book. But, again, you hate to see that variety of penalty at that stage of the game because, you know, it just didn't seem right, but it was a good call.
Sure. We saw not only did we see a great hockey game, we saw great officiating.
Yeah, they
last
did
night.
a super job.
Butch Martin and Mike St. Louis, both outstanding. We're underway here. Of course, everybody likes to get those guys when they got the big game. Here's Levac with a puck, fleets it ahead. Tracy, he kind of misfired on it, and the Lakers pick it up, or actually the Redskins. Higginbotham backhands it in the Massena zone, comes in behind the net. Timmy Thompson backhands it to Levac. Levac flips it around the boards. It goes to Jason Labarge. Labarge, bounce pass, doesn't quite get to Tracy. Pat has to come back, and he feeds it ahead for Labarge. Labarge streaks down across the blue line. Drop pass to McCracken. McCracken drops it back to Levac at the point. He's got wide open. It's deflected in the net. No goal, as we got a man in the crease.
Man in the crease. Big shot from Brian Levac that deflected off of, I think, Pat Tracy in front, but there was a man in the crease. I think they're calling Pat for being in the crease. The Raiders got the break that time. Saranac made a poor change on defense, created a 2-on-1 situation. The young defenseman changed when Massena was breaking down. He turned her back on him, went off the ice, and created a 2-on-1 situation for Massena.
So man in the crease and poor Pat Tracy. Bad luck again, as he would have had that goal, but
he's going to get him when they need it. Ooh.
Oh, boy, Norris just got leveled. Puck comes across the blue line. Bigelow the shot. The save made. Bouncing puck as it goes into the corner. Jake, he's up, though. He looks like he's okay. Bigelow steals it. Quick wrist shot. Ooh, he just fired it wide. Puck around the boards. Tommy Moore flips to Jake. Jake to Bigelow, goes behind him, and it's picked up by Saranac Lake. They break it out of there. That was Eric Bennett. Bennett trying to feed it ahead for Brian Lewis. Lewis taken into the boards by Tommy Moore. The puck squirts free. Brian Levac. Levac, the head man, gets it right back again. Flips it ahead. His pass intercepted by Tom Ward, who flips it right back in the Massena zone. Again, we should mention we've got Dougie Cullen playing nets, his first start, and he's played very well so far. Puck back out to center ice, controlled by Corey Bishop. Levac to Tommy Moore. Moore long cross-ice pass to Bigelow. Bigelow has it poke-checked away from him by Scotty Nicholas. Along the boards, Bigelow picks it up. Has it poke-checked away again as Massena makes a line change, and the puck slides down the ice. Brett Schneider is there. Pick it up. Feeds it ahead. Adams. Adams hits the center man. Fauché steps by one. Here comes Joe. Nice move. Takes it across. He's got Whitcup. Feeds it to him just in front of him. Nice idea. Whitcup has it taken away from him in behind the net by Kirk McLaughlin. Now Fauché throws a check, and it's kept in by Schneider. Puck around in behind the net. McLaughlin again. Has it poked away by Eddie Davis. Davis after it. Pokes it back to the blue line, and it's poked out to center ice. And we're going to have a penalty on Mike Adams as McLaughlin came right through on Adams, and they're going to call him for interference.
Could have called him interference
or tripping. I thought it was a tripping, but
Bobby Lozon. You mentioned Jake Morris getting railed out there. He did by number 10, Mike Miller, but young Mr. Miller took the worst of it, went to the bench in obvious pain, and he's standing behind the bench. I don't know. The Redskins can't afford to lose another player. He wants to come back out there, but assistant coach Mark Farmer is telling him, sit down, we'll take another look at you. They can't afford any injuries, so they only had 12 skaters coming into the game.
Okay, we've got Higginbotham centering the power play unit. Ty Gilligan and Corey Bishop. Here's a quick shot, goes in behind the net. Schneider whacks at it along the boards to McCracken. McCracken just flips it out to center ice, and coming back for it is Kirk McLaughlin. McLaughlin and Nicholas are the 2-point men. Puck slides in the Massena zone. Thompson takes it in behind the net, flips it to Tracy, goes through his legs, back to the point. Tracy gets a stick on it, comes into the slot and into the corner. Now the puck after it is Ty Gilligan in behind the net, goes to the side of the net, back out to the point again. Here's the drive, and McCracken gives up the body again and blocks it. Comes back out to center ice, back in the zone. Brett Schneider feeds it to Timmy Thompson. Thompson down the ice it goes, and going after it, well, Will Howard's going to come up with it, the goalie. McCracken was bursting in on him, but Howard got there first. Now McCracken does a little bit of forechecking, steals the puck away. Jake Morris picks it up. Here comes Morris, gets bodied, comes in 1-on-4. Jake breaks into the corner now. In behind the net, still has the puck, still has it. Here's Morris in behind the net. What a job he's doing. Backhander, nice save, the rebound, and there's going to be a penalty on Saranac Lake. An interference call. I don't know why they called it, though, because Morris had the puck all by himself in front of the net.
I don't either, but Jake Morris tied up 3 Redskins. In the corner, he came out. 2 Redskins put a check on him. He beat them both, shrugged them off, dropped the shoulder, came out of the corner with the puck, danced out in front, and beat another one out in front and got off a backhander. He had Jeff Bigelow sitting out in the slot. I don't know why they called that interference call. They might have called it on Bigelow, but great effort by Jake Morris. You know, in Massena, we've talked about it before. They make that transition. They're killing a penalty, but they can make that transition from defense to offense better than anybody in the league. This combination of Bigelow and Morris, and then they have the combination of Pat Tracy and Scotty McCracken. Boy, they just prior to this last shift out there, Scotty McCracken was almost sent in free.
Well, you know, I saw Mark Gilligan smiling. He knew he escaped one there because Jake Morris had the puck all by himself. And for some reason, the delay penalty, they called it. Why, I don't know. I'll have to see Bobby Lozon afterwards. So we're 4-on-4 plus the goalies as the puck comes back to post at the point. His shot just wide. Puck whistles around the boards. Timmy Thompson whacks it in front, and it's intercepted there by McLaughlin, and he moves it out to center ice. Headman goes to Corey Bishop. Bishop slides it into the Massena slot. It comes to Tracy by way of post. Pat steps by the check. Here comes Tracy. Oh, nice move at the blue line. Takes it in, waits, looks to set it up, goes across the post. Here's Post, the big drive, and it's deflected by a sprawling Ty Gilligan. And it goes up into the wall, and we'll have a face-off inside Saranac Lake territory. Massena now on the power play for 55 seconds.
Pat Tracy blew by number 17, Robbie Shaw, young defenseman for Saranac Lake. Robbie committing the Cardinal sin. He was standing flat-footed in the neutral zone, and I think, Jerry, you and I could have blown by Robbie under those circumstances.
Well, maybe you could have. I'm not much of a skater, Dave, I'm afraid.
Pat Tracy really went by him.
I could have run by him, maybe.
Yeah.
Tracy will be out there with LaBarge and McCracken on the power play. Levac and Schneider. And what are we waiting for? Saranac's going to make a change here.
They're down a man. They have to have another player out there.
No.
Bobby Lozon was instructing
they
Mark,
want to be down, too.
You don't want to be short 2 men.
Off the face-off, bouncing puck comes to McCracken. Oh, nice move. McCracken right in front. Backhander shot. Nice save by Howard. Another shot. Howard jumps on it. And we're going to have a little pushing and shoving in front of the net. And a couple of Massena players, LaBarge and Tracy, end up on the bottom of the pile. But Howard is down, and he's on top of the puck. Made a couple of nice saves right there on McCracken both.
He did, and he was left defenseless there for a second. You cannot play the puck down in that zone. You don't want to play the puck at most of the time, but you certainly can't down 20 feet from your goaltender. They played Scotty McCracken with the puck, and he went right around him.
Here's McCracken, quick flip shot, goes up over the net. Brett Schneider tees it up, fakes it. It goes to Tracy. Tracy in the high slot area, big drive, nice save. Just went wide, perhaps, but anyway, we have Saranac Lake clearing it.
He's going to call an interference call on Saranac again. He dumped number 22, I think, dumped Scotty McCracken in front of the net.
Yeah, that's who it is. McCracken got railed, and Tom Ward's going to get called. And that'll give Massena a 2-man advantage for 34 seconds.
Assistant coach Mark Farmer is not too happy with that. He didn't think he agreed with the interference call. You like to see your defenseman be able to move those guys out in front, but
that's their job.
Yeah, that's their job, and there's a fine line there. And referee Lenny Landrio felt that it was a violation, but Pat Tracy You mentioned he snake bit. I think he rang that one off the goal post.
Is that what?
Yeah, it hit the goal
Okay.
post. But he's going to get him. He's saving him for the real big ones. I'm sure he's going to pop one when they really need it.
I saw the goaltender's glove go out, and I saw the puck change direction, but it was the goal post it hit. Okay.
Big number 25, Ty Gilligan, who is bigger than his dad. His dad is probably 6'3", and Ty's only a freshman, and he's taller than his dad.
Off the faceoff, Bigelow after it. He comes up with it, flips it into the slot, but nobody there, and it's dumped down the ice by the Redskins. Cullen stops it and leaves it. I'll tell you what, I got to be impressed with this Dougie Cullen. He's playing with a lot of confidence out there. Here's Bigelow across the blue line. Stops, drops, Mike Adams. Adams feeds it across Timmy Thompson. Thompson kind of misfired on it, but flips it along the boards, gets it back again. Here's Timmy. Here's Adams. Adams. Here's the drive. Score!
Beautiful shot. Mike Adams, I don't think anybody touched it. Jeff Bigelow was cruising in front and deflecting or screening Will Howard. I don't think Jeff got a stick, but a nice play. Timmy Thompson kept it in the zone, passed it over to Mike Adams, and Mike wound up and took a bullet right along the ice, and Jeff Bigelow cruising in front, screening Will Howard. I don't think he got an assist. I don't think he touched it. I think it'll go right to Mike Adams.
Massena will stay on the power play, and, you know, we've talked about a two-man advantage. What you have to do is control the puck. Massena did, moved it around. They got the nice shot from the point by Mike Adams, low on the ice, right in the goal, and they did it with 1 second left in the first penalty, so they still have 57 seconds of power play. So a good play all the way around right there for the Massena Red Raiders. And it's 3-0 for the Raiders. Here's Tracy dropping it back now to Mike Adams. Adams feeds ahead for McCracken. He just kind of let it go through into the corner. Jason LaBarge after it. LaBarge trying to come up with it in behind the net. He does. LaBarge flips it to Tracy at the 45. Back to the point. Michael fakes the shot, goes to Tracy. Here comes Pat. Right in front to McCracken. Shot scored. Nice pass. And Massena scores another power play to make it 4-0.
Beautiful goal. They found Scotty McCracken right off the side of the crease. Pat Tracy and laid it over to him wide open. Beautiful power play goal. That first one, we at the 4:53 mark, that was Mike Adams. Mike did get the goal. That was his third of the year, and Timmy Thompson and Joey Foshi assistant on that one. We'll pick this one up. Scotty McCracken, I know, got the goal.
Pat Tracy got one assist. And Mike Adams the other, I think.
Sure.
But
beautiful.
Timmy Thompson now with 2 assists in the game. Massena leads 4-0 on the Corky's Collision scoreboard.
What you like? Excuse me, Jerry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What you like to see there? They're looking. Massena's look. Pat Tracy was looking all the time. Head up, looking. Found the open man.
Off the faceoff, puck back in the Massena zone. Tommy Post with it, flipping it ahead for Whitcup. Whitcup trying to move it out along the blue line, poked away from him. Now Whitcup gets back up and dumps it in behind the Massena net for Tommy Post. Post flips it for Whitcup, bounces over his shoulder. Here's a drive. Cullen makes the save. Bouncing puck is in the slot. Flipped nicely by Eddie Davis into the corner. Davis did a nice job there. As the puck slides along the boards, Davis can't clear the zone. Schneider gets a stick on it and picks it up. Flips it around on the other side. Saranac Lake trying to do some pressure here. Back to the point. Here's a drive deflected. Big save. No, it's in the net. As Cullen got a piece of it, but it got by him on a deflection. And the Redskins come back with one here with 9:01 left in the second period. Massena kind of running around that time. Couldn't clear it out of their own end. And the Redskins come up with a goal on a shot from the point that bounced around 3-4 times. Before it came in, changed direction. Cullen got a glove on it, but it still went across the red line.
Yeah, the Massena ran the puck from the strong side to the weak side, and the Saranac Lake defenseman stayed on the line, kept it in. Dougie had no chance in that because it just changed directions on him. About a 45 out there. No chance. Good goal by the Redskins.
The puck back into the Massena zone. Levac with it, in behind his own net. Trying to drop it, has to come back for it himself. Now flips it around for Whitcup. Whitcup in the corner, gets railed, but gets the puck through to Thompson. Thompson drop pass, back to Whitcup. Whitcup takes it in, feeds it ahead to Levac, and Bryan starts it out. Long headman pass to Davis. Davis chasing it down. He's got it. He's going to break by the D. Backhand shot. Howard makes a nice save. Good play by Davis. Now the puck around, back to the point. Levac with it, slides it over to Thompson. Thompson winds the shot, the save, and a big rebound, kicks out, but Saranac Lake's got it. Comes out to center ice. And the Redskins are that's going to be an icing call right there. No? Should have been. And back comes Massena trying to clear the zone. Levac's pass intercepted. Puck goes in the corner. Bouncing free. The puck picked up by Higginbotham. He slides it back to the point. They wind it. Here's the shot blocked by Eddie Davis. Puck picked up. Thompson comes free in front. Levac, the shot goes wide. Saranac Lake buzzing now in the Massena zone. Higginbotham, his pass intercepted by Davis, and Davis comes out to center ice to Whitcup. Whitcup trying to go back to Davis, and he flips it in the Saranac Lake zone. This line wants off. They've been out there a long time. Puck bounces back out to center ice. Mike Adams is there to pick it up. Drops for Schneider. Schneider headman to Jake Morris. Morris has it poked away from him, and the puck intercepted by Tommy Moore. Morris headman to Morris. Morris is going to break in all by himself. Here comes Jake. Shot. Nice save, but the puck goes in the net with a goaltender as he slid back into the net, and Jake picks up his second goal, and a beautiful feed from Tommy Moore. Now, I don't know if Tommy meant to make that beautiful pass, but it was a beauty.
It was a beauty, and I don't know where the Saranac Lake defense vacated. The pass came right up the middle, and the only guy there was wearing a white shirt with number 17 on for Massena. Jake went in. Nice move, and I think Will Howard carried that back into the net with him. He made the stop. It was under the pass, but he brought it back into the net with him.
It was across the red line, but quite a lot. And it's a goal. And again, the mark of a good team, we've talked about it before, Dave, is the other team scores, you come right back and get another one. And it's 5-1 for Massena. And it's Jake Morris in behind. He gets knocked down, gets right back up again, centers in the slot, poked into the corner by the defense. Now Jake again picks it up. Back to Mike at the point. Mike Adams flipping it through to Morris. Morris again at the 45, trying to hit it in the slot. Knocked down. Oh, hard check, Joan Bigelow. Here's the drive, and the save made. The rebound bouncing in behind the net. Back to the point. Bigelow again throws the big check. The puck kicks free, picked up there by Miller, and he's going to start it out for Saranac Lake. Poked away by Bigelow, but the puck bounces out to center ice. Moore with it, leaves it for Tracy. Tracy moves through the middle, has it poked away, comes back to the Massena blue line, picked up there by Bennett. Bennett shot, and the save made by goaltender Dougie Cullen. Now the puck comes side of the net. Mike Adams picks it up and starts out from Massena. Here's Adams with it, lugging it out to center ice. Feeds it ahead for Tracy. Tracy gets knocked down, but slides it to McCracken anyway. Here's Scotty trying to thread the defense, but the puck comes free in behind the net, picked up there by Robbie Shaw. Shaw starts back the other way. They're going to break Higginbotham, but he can't quite come up with a puck, and Tommy Post gets there first. Now Higginbotham, poked away from him. It goes to McCracken. He looks for Labarge. Jumped over his stick. Here comes Jason. He may have a breakaway. Here comes Jason breaking in. Right side shot. Hit the goal post. And the puck goes in. Jason picks it up. Centers right in front. Tracy score! Nice.
Beautiful goal, but again, the young, inexperienced Saranac Lake defenseman, that's about 3 times, maybe more, that the Raiders have been in free on the goaltender from the blue line. And that time, Jason Labarge took a long lead pass. I'm not sure who he took it from, but he was in free. Beautiful move, cut in, hit the goal post. Had presence of mind to pick up his own shot, circle the net, found Pat Tracy wide open. The Saranac defense running around a little bit, and Pat didn't make any mistake on that one. That was upstairs.
Okay, that makes it 6-1 on the Corky's collision score. Puck right back in the Saranac Lake zone. Going back after it is Kirk McLaughlin. Labarge, oh, nice check. Puck kicks free. Here comes Scotty McCracken looking to center it. His pass is intercepted, but McCracken comes away with the puck again. Back to the point. Schneider whacks at it. Back into the corner again. Picked up there by Kirk McLaughlin, and he flips it out of danger to center ice. Tommy Post with it. His pass is intercepted by the big guy, Ty Gilligan, and Gilligan feeds it into the Massena zone. He and Post go after it in behind the net. Post slides it around the boards for Eddie Davis. Davis ahead to Pat Tracy. Tracy has it taken away. He gets railed, and it's dumped right back in the Massena zone. In behind the net, Cullen. Now he's going to flip it with a big goalie stick around the boards to Pat Tracy. Tracy, drop pass. Puck bounces into the slot. Here's a chance for Saranac Lake. They can't get the good shot off, though, as they didn't expect to have the puck, and Davis clears it. It slides down the ice. Here comes Whitcup, breaking after it. He comes up with it, gets a weak shot on, and goes in behind the net. Now the puck picked up by the Saranac Lake defense again. McLaughlin flipping it around the boards, trying to get it out of there. It comes to Timmy Thompson at the Massena blue line. Thompson flips it ahead, intercepted. Here's a hard check thrown, bouncing puck. Whitcup after it. He can't come up with it. Now Fauché, and the puck back in the Massena zone. Here's a quick shot, goes wide around the boards, picked up by Whitcup. 6-1 Massena on the Corky scoreboard, and Timmy Thompson with it right side. Thompson, head man. Doesn't get it out of there. Puck bouncing free. Goes in behind the net again. Bouncing around to the blue line. Whitcup gets it out that time, and the puck slides back. After it there is Woodruff. He drops it. Pass goes back down the ice, but not quite fast enough for icing as Labatt gets back to pick it up. Here's Labatt flipping it for Thompson. Thompson gets checked into the boards, but in the meantime, the puck comes free, and Fauché breaks it out by way of Davis. Here's Fauché shoveling it ahead for Whitcup, goes underneath his stick, and it's back the other way for Saranac Lake. Dumped in the zone by Kirk McLaughlin. Cullen stops it. Trying to slide it into the corner, and the puck bounces back to the blue line and out to center ice. Everybody's trying to pick it up. Gilligan does. Jake takes him out of the play. Puck kicks free, and Morris comes up with it. Headman pass, Tommy Moore. Here comes Tommy breaking in. He's got Bigelow. Nice pass right to Bigelow. Shot, score right in the corner.
Lovely pass from Tommy Moore. Picked up the puck in the neutral zone. Walked across the blue line, drew the defenseman to him. A little drop pass, diagonal drop pass to Jeff Bigelow in the slot. Jeff cradled it and wristed it up in the top corner. Beautiful goal. Jerry, the way the Massena's buzzing around here, that Saranac Lake defenseman, it reminds you of some sharks at feeding time, at a frenzy time. They're really buzzing around the poor Raider defense. And number 17, Rob Shaw, is having all kinds of problems out there.
Okay, the puck comes in on Howard. He just sticks it into the corner. And it comes up along the boards, and the Redskins are going to break it out to center ice. Here comes Higginbotham into the corner. Drop pass Gilligan. Nice shot, but it's deflected up into the net as Brett Schneider got back and got a stick on it. And that was the best rush I think Saranac's had all game.
Yes, it was their best rush. And Coach Mark Gilligan and Mark Farmer just shaking their heads over there. They know when they're outgunned. I'm sure they expected, hoping to have a little closer game than this, but Massena's really playing up the top of their game right now. As I said, when they get it inside, they're all over Saranac.
The pass work has been outstanding here. Of course, you know, when you're going against some weak defensemen, Massena's getting by them every time. And then they pass it around, and they've gotten some excellent opportunities. Here come the Raiders, breaking it out. Pat Tracy. Tracy's got McCracken with him. McCracken waits. Tracy stops at the blue line, and Labarge comes breezing by, picks it up to McCracken in the slot, trying to drop it through to Tracy just in front of him. Here's Pat with it back to the point. Tommy Post winds up his shot right on the save made, and the puck bounces free, but they call the face-off. And again, a very quick whistle right there.
Yeah, that's a judgmental call by Bobby Lozon. Will Howard was actually juggling the puck. He came through traffic. Tommy Post got a nice shot right on the net, and Will Howard made the save, bounced off the chest, and he was having trouble controlling it. But Bobby Lozon felt that...
you see the play between the two coaches?
No, I didn't. I noticed, but they have a lot of respect for each other. As I mentioned, going back, Stan's been 31 years, Mark 21 years, 52 years between them. I call them a couple of graybeards out there.
Here's a quick shot, knocked down in front, jamming. Whitcup scores. Bobby Whitcup, and he was just trying to run interference in front as Adams took the shot, and it hit Bobby's stick and stayed right there. And Whitcup just kind of spun around and tomahawked it, went right past Howard, and Massena leads 8-1. This is the biggest offensive showing we've seen this year.
Yeah, and young Mr. Nicholas, Scott Nicholas, was trying to tie Bobby Whitcup up, and Bobby comes up to his about to his belly button, but he just let him free for a second, and he had presence of mind, get the stick on it, and boom, it was by Will Howard before he could blink.
You know, I'm anxious to hear how the Salmon River Thousand Islands game turned out. Here's Whitcup going after it. He didn't touch it, I don't believe. No, I guess he did. They waved the icing off as it comes in behind the net. And in fact, Randy, if you do get a score in that game, feel free to break in and let us know. Okay, Saranac Lake controlling the puck in behind their own net. Joey Fauché and Eddie Davis picking up the assist. Now, I thought Mike Adams took that shot. Maybe not. Okay, puck slides in the Massena zone. Here's an opportunity for Brian Lewis. Lewis centers it, knocked down by Mike Adams, and Adams comes up with the puck, starts out. Michael really can handle that puck, and he lugs it out to center ice. Uh-oh, here we go. Adams breaks in on the left side, deep, feeding it to Fauché. Quick wrist shot hit the side of the net. Puck bouncing around in behind. You know those defensemen love those rushes, don't they? Puck comes in behind the net now. Davis picks it up, centers it right in the slot. The bouncing puck is cleared down the ice. They wave the icing off, ruling that Mike could have played that, and the puck comes to the side of the net. 8-1 on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. Massena leads, and we have about 1:20 left to play. Puck back in the Massena zone. Tommy Post after it. He draws a crowd and takes it himself. Skates right by him, out to center ice. But the puck comes back in. Whitcup Whitcup. There's going to be an offsides against Saranac Lake.
Now, Jerry, if we go back, probably the big turning point as far as Saranac Lake is concerned are those two penalties. I try to look at what time that they took them in the 3:24 mark, and they were down 2 men, 2 back-to-back, and the Raiders got 2 quick goals, or third and fourth goals, and really busted this thing wide open. I'm sure that the coaching staff will think back to that was a pivotal part in the ball game.
Puck goes in behind the net. Cullen stops it, leaves it for Timmy Thompson. Thompson trying to feed it up along the boards. We got, let's see here now. Hughes, Collins, and who's the other forward? McDonald out there. So Massena going with the fourth line. The puck goes down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Massena. Of course, again, this is a good chance for Massena to give some ice time to that fourth line.
Definitely, especially after, again, last night with the energy, all that energy expended by those first 3 units. This is an excellent time, 8-1 ball game, and this line is an integral part of this team. They have to be ready to step in when an injury occurs or sickness occurs. You know, they've got to be ready. Plus, they play a big part in practice when you scrimmage and working drills. It's a 22, 24-man unit, not just 8 or 10 guys. They're all important.
That's right. Okay, we're going to have the face-off here. Off the draw, puck bouncing in the corner. McDonald trying to come up with it. Thompson flips it ahead to McDonald, doesn't get it out. Bouncing puck, sits in the slot. Where is it? Goes into the corner. Nice play by Timmy Thompson. Trying to feed it ahead for Collins. We have a whistle. Uh-oh, a little bit of pushing and shoving right in front of the net. And who is that?
It's Chris Leatherland.
Is it Leatherland?
Yeah,
okay.
And Corey Bishop for the Redskins. Oh, this a little bit of frustration here now.
Higginbotham that time took a shot at somebody.
And Todd Collins for the Raiders. Frustration's starting to. Leatherland and Bishop, they pushed at each other, and I think both expecting the other one would back off. And one push led to another push, and neither one did. They went toe-to-toe and then grabbed each other, and that started it.
Of course, if this is a game misconduct, Saranac Lake can't afford that.
No, they can't. With 12 skaters, it's in a little better position to weather this storm. We'll see if the referees use judgment here, and
there are going to be some other penalties beside. Those are the main ones, though.
Yeah, I think
with McLaughlin and Leatherland.
Todd Collins has got to go in there. Yeah. He and possibly.
Oh, no, I take that back. That was Corey Bishop. Excuse me. And Higginbotham's going to sit.
Yeah, he and Todd Collins had a little set two over to the side.
Higginbotham forgot this wasn't football.
He's a fine football player. I caught him when they played St. Lawrence Central, and he's really a load to bring down.
See what the calls are anyway. 36 seconds left in the second period. Now the Massena captain corps over discussing the situation.
You know, in this situation, Jerry, Coach Moore puts out his fourth unit, and they don't want to be pushed around. They want to show the coaching staff that they're ready to go, that we can defend in our own territory. And on the other side of the coin, the Redskins are showing a little bit of frustration. So it's that mixture that leads to something of a volatile situation. And you can rationalize. I can just read it out there on this young fourth unit of Massena saying, hey, I don't get as much time out there, and I want to show the coaching staff that I can do the job. So
okay, this is good. Double minors.
Good. Excellent judgment by Bobby Lozon and Lenny Landrieu.
So we got double minors on the first two, which would be Leatherland of Massena and
I think it's
Corey Bishop.
Yeah, number 7, Corey Bishop.
And then Higginbotham and for Massena Collins picking up the single minor for the little roughing, I guess you'd call it.
You know, there are some coaches that, certainly in high school, but in the professional ranks would use a ploy like that. The trade-off, you've got 7 Bishop and 15 Higginbotham off that first unit of Saranac Lake, and they only have 12 skaters as it is.
Now Hughes goes into the box, which leads me to believe there may have been a misconduct. So Hughes, somebody picked up a misconduct for Massena, which means Hughes will have to serve out the minor penalty. That would be my guess anyway.
Well, maybe words were said down there.
So much for the fourth line playing too much.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. They picked up one too, apparently.
They're going to match them all the way through. Yeah.
Number 7, Bishop Corey. Corey Bishop. a minute. Double minor for roughing and a 7.5-minute misconduct.
Yep, the misconduct's going to the double minor people. Okay, so Chris Leatherland and Corey Bishop will not be out for a while. They'll sit out the rest of this period and half the second period, unfortunately, and that's going to really hurt Saranac Lake, undermanned as they are.
Definitely, you can't.
So we got 3-on-3, I think, or do they make them play 5-on-5 because they're all matching? Of course, I would think 3-on-3 is going to favor Massena a little bit, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would, to open up more ice space. And the way they're buzzing right now, this is the last thing the Redskins wanted right here. But again, not to justify it, but with the way things were going, a frustration on one part, and on the other side of the coin, Massena, their fourth unit, wanted to show the coaching staff that they can play hockey out there, and they're not going to take a backward step. You can see something like this happening.
Off the face-off, picked up by Thompson. Timmy starts it. He's going to take it. Here comes Timmy now. Breaking free, gets knocked down. The puck picked up by Kirk McLaughlin. McLaughlin flips it out to center ice. Brett Schneider is there. Picks up the puck, dumps it right back in the zone. Stopped by Howard in behind the net, leaves it for McLaughlin. He's got Thompson buzzing in on him. The puck slides back to center ice. And we got 10 seconds left in the period. Here's Tracy to Schneider. Thompson trying to go through. He's taken out of the play. And the puck picked up with 3 seconds. Saranac Lake, they just start to move it out. There's the buzzer. And period number 2 ends. The Raiders coming up with 6 goals in the period. And they lead it 8-1 on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. 8-1. Massena leading. We got one more period to go. We got 54 seconds left in the single minors, 2:24 in the double minors, and of course 7 minutes and some seconds left in the misconducts.
Yeah, alluding to myself having to climb up. I'm not too much at climbing up scaffolding, but it was an excellent spot to watch the game from. We're almost ready to go. Both teams back on the ice. The officials over here talking to the penalty timekeeper. Joey went down and straightened out that the time. The youngsters have picked up the misconducts. Will be able to come back after the first whistle after the 5:16 mark of the third period. They'll be able to come back on the ice. But Lamaback and Pat Tracy are gonna go for Massena, and out there for the Redskins we have number 17 Rob Shaw and number 6 Eric Bennett along with number 5.
That's Kirk McLaughlin. Off the faceoff, puck comes right in front of the Massena net, but Levac is there to feed it to the blue line. Dump back in, Levac picks it up. Headman pass goes to Tracy, and Pat starts back. Here's Tracy now. 1-on-3, steps by one. Takes it in the corner. Drop pass, knocked down, and it's poked back out to center ice. Slides back in the Massena zone. Levac back for it. Here's Levac, long headman pass Tracy. Tracy just gets bodied, but Thompson picks it up. Blows by the defenseman and couldn't quite handle it. Comes into the corner. Thompson looks to center it. It's intercepted there by Scott Nicholas, who's out now. Nicholas loses to Thompson. Thompson backhander, weak, goes right on. The save made by Howard, the Saranac Lake goaltender. Oh, Timmy Thompson just caught a stick behind the net from Robbie Shaw, but nobody saw it except for me probably and some of the fans. But now back the other way. Here comes Scott Nicholas. Nicholas just flips it in the Massena zone. Levac after it there. Throws a check. The puck squirts free. They jam at it. Thompson's in there helping out, and it squirts to Levac. Brian circles, leaves his man in the dust, and starts out ahead to Morris. That goes down the ice. That's going to go right on the goalie, and what are you talking about here? Okay, we've got 4. So we're back, and we killed one of the penalties. So we're 4-on-4 now, as Mike Adams flips it, Saranac Lake territory. It's 8-1 Massena on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard as the puck comes around to Higginbotham. Higginbotham starts out right side. Jake Morris steps in front of him. Higginbotham turns back the other way, backhands it as Adams throws the check, and the puck comes sliding in the Massena end. Brett Schneider now for Massena. Schneider to Bigelow. Bigelow cuts across, feeds it ahead to Morris. Morris takes it in the zone. Here comes Jake with it, stopping, falls down, and it's picked up by Saranac Lake out to center ice. They're going to have a breakaway. No, they're not. As Brett Schneider, nice play by Schneider, as he just takes his man right out of the play, and that's a clinic right there on defense by Brett Schneider. Here comes Mike Adams, head man to Morris, and it kind of bounces past Morris. and it's picked up there by Eric Bennett. Bennett trying to move it along the boards. Now it feeds into the zone. Here's a drive. Cullen makes the save, leaves it side of the net. Mike Adams after it, blocks the attempted headman pass, and the puck goes back into the corner. Tracy after it, goes underneath. Here's a shot. Cullen makes the save. The rebound goes into the corner. Cleared nicely by Mike Adams. Now another pass comes right into the slot, but Bigelow is there to break it up, and it's picked up by the Raiders out to center ice. That was Hughes. Hughes flips it ahead for Bigelow to Tracy. Tracy draws a crowd, gets taken out of the play, and the puck comes around the boards. In the Saranac Lake zone, McCracken steps in front. Now LaBarge throws a check. Tracy comes up with a puck, flips it to LaBarge in the corner. Jason right across the goal mouth. Howard gets a piece of it, and it comes into the corner. Now McCracken throws a check, and the puck picked up in behind the net by Mark Miller. Miller starts out to center ice. McCracken flips it back ahead to Jason LaBarge. Jason starts back. Meant to go to Tracy, but it's intercepted there by Higginbotham. He backhands it. Meant for Gilligan, goes behind him. Gilligan now just feeds it to an open wing in the Massena zone. Thompson to LaBarge. He's going to have a partial breakaway. Here comes Jason. The big drive. And again, he wound up too much. And he allowed the defenseman to get a stick on it. And a little quick wrist shot would have done a lot better in that indication.
Oh, Jason amazes me. He plays with that soft cast on his hand, and he still handles the stick pretty well. You know, you mentioned, you alluded to Brett Schneider coming back, and that's when we talk about checking with your feet. He could have reached ahead and pulled the guy with the stick, but he skated hard, really came back, became even with him, and put the body in him, ran him off the play. But that's what we call checking with your feet. Really
Thompson's
skating.
drive deflected up into the wall. And we'll have another face-off as Tim Woodruff came in front of that shot to knock it up upstairs.
And coaches like to see that when an individual comes back, works hard, and does check with his feet. It's a little extra effort, but you really like to see that.
Of course, we saw that last night in the Salmon River game. Peter LaFrance just making an outstanding play to get back on Pat Tracy. Here's Thompson. Flips it in the corner. Fauché after, throws a check. Witka picks up the puck back to Fauché. Puck goes around the boards, and it comes to Kirk McLaughlin. McLaughlin, long headman pass, goes by everybody. That's going to come right on Cullen, so there's no icing. He leaves it for Poston behind the net. Tommy starts out. Flip pass ahead. It goes to Davis. Davis feeding Witka. Oh, a little bit too far. Dump back in the Massena zone. Puck comes into the corner now. Thompson has lost his glove, and he throws a check in there. They jam for it along the boards, and it's underneath the Saranac Lake player. So we'll have a face-off in the Massena zone.
I know Dougie Cullen, if he had a secret wish right now, would be he'd like to whisper out to his teammates, okay, fellas, just ease up a little bit. Let them get a few shots on me. I want to show you what I can do. You know, the game's well in hand, 8-1, but I think he'd like to see a little action.
So Timmy Thompson coming back to pick up his gauntlet. And we're going to have a face-off as Gilligan back out there with Bishop and Higginbotham. Oh, no, Bishop, is he still in the box? Yeah, no, he is still in the box. Okay. Now the puck in behind the net. Here comes Mike Adams flipping it ahead. And it goes by Collins back to the Saranac Lake blue line. Collins and McDonald out there along with Pat Tracy. Oh, wait a minute. No, I take that back. That's Hughes is the other man out there.
Billy Hughes.
Yeah. Puck goes up into the penalty box, so we'll have another face-off. 10:29 remaining in the third period. 8-1 Massena on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard.
Got Todd Collins on the left side, Billy Hughes at center, and over here in the far right wing, Danny McDonald.
Off the face-off, Hughes whacks at it, and it comes to the Massena line. Mike Adams is there. Bounce pass to McDonald. McDonald trying to steer it ahead to Hughes, but it's intercepted. Here's Higginbotham. Higginbotham backhand pass into the zone. Woodruff after it. Adams takes him out of the play, and the puck picked up by McDonald. Danny flips it around the boards now, and it goes into the corner. Hughes after it there, takes a whack at it. It comes to Brian Levac. Levac into the corner now, jamming for it, and the puck's still tied up. Finally, it squirts free, and Levac skates it to the blue line, flips it ahead. Here comes Danny McDonald. McDonald to Collins. Collins back to McDonald, breaks it all by himself. Shot saved by the goaltender, Will Howard. Nice pass play there. Back the other way. Here comes Higginbotham, and he's just going to shoot it from center ice as he wants off. Puck whistles around the boards. Mike Adams picks it up. Drops it to Levac. Levac head man. Goes a little bit too far for Morris. Morris waits it and feeds it into the zone. Here comes Jake picking it up. Quick shot. Howard, the rebound. Another save. As Will Howard comes up with a couple of big saves. And Morris ends up on his tail.
Big save by Will Howard on Jake Morris and also on Danny McDonald. Just before that, he and Todd Collins hooked up in a nice two-way passing play. McDonald to Collins, back to McDonald, and Danny broke in all alone from about 35 feet out, but he lowered that head and fired it right into Will Howard. You got to keep looking all the time. You have to feel it on the stick and look. But once you drop that head, that indicates the goaltender you're going to shoot, and they move out a little bit, and
you don't have much room.
You don't have much room.
Off the face-off, Jake wins it, follows it in the corner. Takes it in behind the net. Right in front. Oh, Tommy couldn't put the trigger on it. Now back to the point. Post shot is blocked. And the puck slides in the Massena zone. Brett Schneider back to pick it up. Brett in behind now. Starts out. Looking for the headman right on Tommy Moore's stick. Moore now trying to slide it by the defenseman. But it's stopped right at the red line. Jake comes in to help out. The puck's still free. Poked free. And it's picked up by Bigelow, who feeds it to the Saranac Lake blue line. And then ends up on his back. Now back the other way. Here comes Gilligan. Oh, nice check by Schneider. Now, Brett's a pretty good-sized kid, but he can't hold a candle to Gilligan, but he took him right into the boards. Beautiful check. Messina breaks out. Here's Bigelow. Whoops. Kind of backhanded. Offsides will be the call, and again, a nice check by Schneider. And I'll tell you what, if you're going to teach defense, you tell these young kids to watch Brett Schneider play the game.
He's certainly been a tower of strength out there for the Raiders this year. In fact, this whole defensive core have been outstanding. They started with 6. They're using rotating 5 of them, and this has been a mainstay of their team. We've got 3 seniors, a couple of sophomores, and a freshman, and they're all playing excellent hockey.
And, of course, when you add Bruce DeRushy to the formula, it makes for not too many goals against. All right, here comes Massena again. Tracy trying to come up with it. Bounces to the Massena blue line. Picked up there and backhanded back out by Post. Hey, Billy, 8-zip. Okay. So Salmon River beat Thousand Islands 8-zip. No problem there. Here come the Redskins with an opportunity right in front. Cullen makes the save and holds on.
That's what Dougie likes, to see a little action down there.
That's right.
Good save. Gave up a little rebound, but picked it out of the air and holding on for the whistle. Getting back to that Massena defense, I tell you, they're excellent out there. They to covering up in front, tying the guys up. They're doing a good job, and I know goaltender Bruce DeRushy appreciates all that fine work. They work well together.
Are you eating again, Bucky? Is that all you do is eat? Yeah. Off the face-off, puck right in the slot, controlled by Levac. Levac moves it ahead to Whitcup. Whitcup gets railed. The puck bouncing along. Now dumped back in the zone. Around the boards it goes. Tommy Ward after it there. Thompson takes him out of the play. The puck goes free in behind. Whitcup throws a check. And the puck picked up by Levac. Trying to move it around the boards. Taken away. Back to the point. Dumped right back in behind the net. Now Thompson after it. Thompson feeding it around the boards. Bouncing pass. Does it get out of the zone? It does. Racing for it is Fauché. But it's picked up there by Kirk McLaughlin, who feeds it to the Massena line. Levac is there to pick it up. To Davis. Davis, head man of Fauché. Fauché taken into the boards, and Higginbotham picks up the loose puck. Back to the blue line, but not out. Now Higginbotham again. Higginbotham flips it ahead into the Massena zone. Thompson bounce pass to Davis, loses to Higginbotham. Davis got a little stick on it, though. Bruce gets a shot off, but it was a weak shot. And we'll have a face-off in the Massena zone. 7:04 remaining in the third period. And it's 8-1 for Massena on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. I think there's going to be a penalty.
Number 15, Bruce, I keep saying, Higginbotham is probably the only real sniper that the Redskins have. Young squad we mentioned, but he is only the. Okay, yeah, Joey Fauché looks like going to the box for Massena.
Yep.
I don't know if.
What was the call? High sticking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Much of the excitement's gone out of this game.
Well, there's an understatement, David. So again, Salmon River, no letdown for them either, as they beat Thousand Islands 8-0.
That's a mark of a good club to come back, after last emotional drain, and both clubs coming back and playing good hockey today.
Salmon scored 12 seconds into the game. And who played goal? Did you have Thompson in? They both played? Okay. So Owen Hearn and Adam Thompson combining for another shutout.
It was a famine last night as far as the goals, and tonight there's a feast for both teams.
Right. Of course, they don't have the defenses to contend with. That here's a shot from the point. They call the offside, though.
Yeah, it did. Good call, Bobby Lozon. It just came out just eyelash, but he was right on the line, good position. And that's what you like to see with officials. You don't mind if, if everyone's going to miss one, but if you're in good position where you're supposed to be, that's what you like to see.
Okay, Gilligan will take the face-off against Jake Morris. Off the draw, puck sits at the blue line. Morris backhands it out, dumped back in, just inside the blue line. Picked up by Gilligan. Adams takes him into the boards and comes away with a puck. Tries to. Now Gilligan gets it back again. Back to the point. The puck goes across again. Saranac Lake on the power play here. Higginbotham with it. Drops it back to the point. Miller feeds Higginbotham. He steps into the slot. Here's the shot. Cullen makes the save. Puck poke checked into the corner. After it, Bigelow slides it back, doesn't get it out. Puck dumped along the puck boards into the corner. Tommy Post after it. Post jamming for it, trying to kick it along. The puck comes free, and Post whacks at it. It goes around the boards to Gilligan. Adams throws the check into him. The puck comes back to the point, to the blue line, bouncing free, and it goes by Adams in behind the net. Here's Mike with it, looking, finds the hole, and dumps it down the ice with 30 seconds left in the power play. Massena's going to make a change in penalty killers now as the puck comes to Higginbotham, trying to flip it in the zone. Here they come across, and right in front, Higginbotham, nice block, the shot, another save. Puck back to the point, wind up. Oh, boy, Adams sprawled in front and blocked the shot, and it comes back out to center ice with 8 seconds left in the power play. Puck poke checked away. We have a whistle. Offsides will be the call, even though Massena did clear the zone. 5 seconds left in the power play. Couple of good things happened there.
Mike Adams made 2 saves in that last series. He blocked one with his arm right in front of Dougie Cullen, then he slid out here and blocked a shot from the blue line. But I was kind of watching Tommy Post and number 21, Timmy Woodruff, battle in front that net. Woodruff in there trying to establish some position, and Tommy Post not wanting to give him any. And it was a good battle, neither one giving a quarter.
Tracy and McCracken out there now to try to kill it. Bennett takes the face-off. Tracy wins it, moves it ahead, and passes to himself. Here comes Pat breaking in. Oh, boy, did he get hauled down. And there's going to be a penalty on Saranac Lake as the Saranac Lake player just lifted his legs out from under him.
That one's going to go to the coach's grandson, number 12. Scott Nicholas is going to... Pat gave a little dipsy doodle at the blue line, and Scott hustled back and took the feet out from under him.
Only Peter LaFrance can make that play without a penalty.
We'll see what.
How is Peter, by the way? Bruised shoulder, he's all right. That's real good news. Real good news.
That was quite a play he made last night. It was a long time since I saw a play like that. I couldn't believe that he could catch. And Pat Tracy's one of the faster players on the Massena team, and he was able to come back. A big play in the ball game. But both teams were playing like that last night. Everyone out there. It was just a super game.
I think Pat Tracy lobbying for a penalty shot. I don't think he's going to get it.
I don't think so either.
8-1, Massena leads here on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. Stan Moore giving a little bit of grief from the bench as well. Off the face, back to the point. Levac just flips it free to Fauché. Fauché back to Schneider. Schneider over to Levac. He winds up the shot right on. The save made by Howard. Puck in the corner. Fauché with it. Joey now back to the point. Levac trying to slide it through to Bigelow. Bigelow goes to Schneider. Schneider fakes the shot, goes to Levac. His drive, score!
I'll tell you, Massena moved that puck around tic-tac-toe. They just moved it around. Finally, they freed Brian Levac over there in the left point, and he let a boomer go and right along the ice. And that one was right on. Brian had been pulling him early on in the season, pulling him to the right just a little bit, but that one was just a boomer. And again, low and on the net and found the corner. Beautiful goal by that power play unit.
Well, this is going to improve Massena's power play statistics. I think they're 3 for 4, aren't they?
I think so, yeah. But the way they handled that puck, they were moving it around, and it was just, it was pretty to watch. I can't tick off all the names that handle it, but it was tic-tac-toe.
Okay, we've got Hughes, McDonald, and Collins out there now from Massena.
That was Brian's second goal of the year.
Nice shot right on the ice. Nice hard drive. Massena now leads 9-1 off the faceoff. Puck bouncing at the Massena blue line. McDonald with it, whacks at it, trying to get it to Hughes. Hughes into the boards. McDonald comes in there, and finally it comes to Thompson. Thompson feeds it ahead, and the bouncing puck controlled by Saranac Lake comes into the zone. Again, the puck goes to Higginbotham. Higginbotham has it poked away back in. Delay off sides, and apparently they cleared the zone as Thompson comes up with it. Feeds it to Leatherland. Who is that? I guess, well, the puck, no, that's McDonald. No, it is Leatherland, okay. And he's got the puck. Leatherland flips it around to Thompson. Thompson starts out. Headman to McDonald. McDonald trying to feed Collins, gets it back again. Here's McDonald taking to the play. Here's Hughes, backhander, goes in behind the net. After this Collins, he can't quite catch up with it, and it comes back the other way by Collier. Collier feeds Higginbotham. Higginbotham trying to come through, poke checked away, and the Raiders try to clear the zone, don't get it out. Here's a shot, and Dougie has to make a save, leaves it in behind the net, as Leatherland didn't know what to do with it. Puck comes free, and Cullen says, let's get it out of the way. Comes to McDonald, Danny with it now. Bounce bit in behind, hit the official. A little bit sloppy here as the puck back to the point. Here's a shot, and Cullen got a glove on it, went through his glove and up into the wall. And with 3:43 left to play, 9-1 the score. And anytime you're ready, big guy.
I think I'm going to
vacate the premises.
Vacate the premises.
Hey, Joe. Fauché coming out now with his line mates, Davis and Whitcup. Off the face. The puck comes in behind the net. Mike Adams with it. Adams now steps by a little bit of trouble. Headman pass to Whitcup. Whitcup moving it out of there. Trying to move it down the ice. Here comes Davis, and he gets hauled down. There's going to be a penalty. The puck's still free. Finally, Saranac Lake touches it, and Massena will go back on the power play. 9-1 the Raiders lead as they go back on the power play here with 3:27 left in the third period. And going to the penalty box will be Tommy Ward, as Eddie Davis had kind of a partial breakaway, and Ward hauled him down. Massena coming back out with Pat Tracy, Jason LaBarge, and Scotty McCracken. Tracy will take the face off. And let's see here. We've got Miller out there to try to kill it off. And Nicholas. And Higginbotham and Corey Bishop. Take care, David. Face off left side. Off the draw. The puck sits in the slot. They jam for it. Bouncing around. McCracken gets a piece of it. Poked away from him. Now Tracy with it. He can't control it. And finally, it's Higginbotham out to center ice. Flipping it ahead for Bishop, who dumps it in the Massena zone. Comes in behind the net for Mike Adams. Adams loses to Higginbotham. Higginbotham with it now. Goes back to the point. Here's the drive. Knocked down. McCracken swipes it ahead for Tracy. Can't find the handle. And it comes to Nicholas. Nicholas feeds it back out to center ice. Higginbotham gets by Thompson. Here comes Higginbotham, but he lost the puck. And it comes back in the Massena zone. Under 3 minutes to play here. Here's Thompson. Drop to Tracy. Tracy flips back to Thompson. Thompson long headman pass to McCracken. Scotty takes it across off sides. Jason LaBarge just went across the line before the puck did. And so the offside's called against Massena. 42 seconds left in the power play. Massena leads at 9-1 on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. Raiders will win their 14th game against no losses and 2 ties. Did you ever hear that score? 4-0 Albany. Yeah, okay. You guys forgot how to use the telephone. Oh, I see. All right. Here's an offsides on Massena. And we'll face it off again. 37 seconds. It was 1-0 going into the third. I talked to Dandro this morning, and he said we made 3 mistakes in the third, 3 goals for Albany. He said they're awesome. He said they're real good. And he says we're not as good as people think we are. Of course, all coaches say that except Bill Plant. Okay, here comes Pat Tracy breaking in all by himself. Shot. Nice save by Howard. And the puck comes back. Poor Pat Tracy just snake bit. He did get a goal tonight, but Another breakaway goes for naught. Now puck comes back out to center ice. What's that? Yeah. Yeah. Mark Gilligan, Mark Farmer, Mickey Demo, Brian Battistoni. And then they've got a strength coach, an audio-visual coach, and a statistician, of course. Okay. You guys are awful. Okay, 2:06 left to play here, 9-1 Massena. We're just going to play out the string here and get this one over with. And again, some good news about Peter LaFrance, the Salmon River player, injured last night. He's okay, bruised shoulder. For Massena, Murphy, well, it was a broken shoulder, but he'll be out about 3 weeks. Okay, here's Tracy with it. Gets taken into the boards. Puck bouncing around. Back to the blue line. Thompson whacks at it. They jam along. And where is it? Still underneath. Now Fauché in there. He just caught a stick right in the face. Fauché throws a check. It comes to Tracy. Pat feeds Joey. Joey gets railed. The puck comes free. Tracy after it. Here comes Pat Tracy. The penalty is up. It comes to Mike Adams. Adams taken heavily into the boards. Bouncing puck. Dumped down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Saranac Lake. And with 1:23 remaining, we'll face it off in the Saranac Lake zone. 9-1. Massena leads. They'll win their 14th here against no losses and 2 ties. And the face-off will come to the left side. Hughes will be out there with McDonald. For Massena, Collins will be the other forward. We've got Schneider and Levac out there for defense. And I think that's Gilligan taking the face-off for Saranac Lake. No, I take that back. That's Collier. Now the puck comes free to McDonald. He can't quite pull the trigger, and it's bounced back out to center ice. It's going to slide all the way in. Dougie Cullen lets it go, but they wave the icing off. And Levac flips it around the boards. McDonald didn't see it. Now a puck comes to him. McDonald starts out. Headman pass. Collins just gets it out to center ice, trying to race for it. Picked up by the Saranac Lake Redskins, dumping it right back in the Massena zone. Levac flips it free for Schneider. Under a minute to play here. Puck bounces to the blue line. Still doesn't get out. Collins, now Hughes, backhands it to the Saranac Lake line. Robbie Shaw with it. Shaw. Take care, Randy. Shaw flips it back into Saranac Lake zone. Bouncing puck out to center ice. Hits a broken stick. Bouncing around. Levac takes a whack at the puck and misses and got checked. And the Redskins flip it in behind the net. 25 seconds remaining in this one as Schneider flips it around the boards. It comes to Hughes, or McDonald. He just got railed. Puck bounces free. Uh-oh, a little bit of pushing and shoving. And there's going to be some penalties here. Now McDonald going after a Saranac Lake player. And again, Saranac Lake in a worse position to lose anybody than Massena is. Pushing and shoving. And with 14 seconds remaining, I can't really see. The 2 players are still down. Now McDonald gets up. And it's the same 2. No, it isn't. I'm sorry. It was Corey Bishop the last time. This time it's Bennett. But it is Danny McDonald from Massena. He's back in the box. And it's going to be Eric Bennett for Saranac Lake, I think. Yeah, he's going to get the gate. And we'll just have to wait and see what the calls are. We're just 14 seconds away from the conclusion of this one. Massena leading 9-1. Stick comes flying back out on the ice. And let's see here. We'll wait on what the calls are. Okay. A Massena penalty, 4:50. 4-minute major? No, I don't know. Double minor going to the Saranac Lake player, Eric Bennett. And they've got 4:50 up there on the board. 3 minors? That still should be 4:30. 4:50. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, it's counting down. We haven't had an official word on the penalties as the puck comes free. Schneider just slips it out to center ice. And the bouncing puck is there as the buzzer sounds. And that's the end of the hockey game. So Massena wins it 9-1. See what McDonald's penalty is for. 3 roughing. Hitting from behind. They just put the wrong time up there. Double minor for roughing and hit from behind. And still some words being said right in front of the bench. A 9-1 game. Massena wins it. Not a very exciting game, unfortunately, but again, neither Massena nor Salmon River suffering a letdown. We'll get the official statistics here in just a minute. Massena 32 shots on net. 7 for Saranac Lake. 15. So the final shots are 32-15, about a 2-1 margin. In the final period, 1 goal, Brian Levac on the power play from Brett Schneider. And that was the only goal in the third period. So Levac picking up a goal to go with his assists, and Brett Schneider picking up an assist in the third period. And penalties in the third period. Joey Fauché picked up a high stick at 7:56. Nicholas of Saranac Lake a tripping at 9:30. Ward a hooking at 11:33. McDonald of Massena, the matching minor with Bennett, actually a double minor, 3 minutes for roughing with Bennett. They each got 3 minutes, but then McDonald also got an additional hit from behind, and so the game ends 9-1.